Hello, and thank you for downloading this podcast. Unfortunately, we had some technical problems with this episode. In fact, considering how awful it sounds, we considered just dumping it and moving on. However, here it is, and I apologise that my sound is all messed up and I feel worse that you can hear Paul perfectly. But don't worry, we fixed the problems, and our next episode will have better sound quality. And the jokes? Well, they'll just be as bad. There's no technology that can fix that. Hi, and welcome to a new series of Retrospection. My name's Colin, and my guest has been truly flabbered.
And I'm Paul, and you can use my sprinkler anytime.
Together, we review, discuss, and occasionally argue about an old TV show or film. In this episode, we're taking a look at Carry On Up the Jungle from 1970, the 19th outing for the Carry On cast.
Yeah, it feels like it as well, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, it does indeed. And if you want to know more about the Carry On films, then download our podcast number 12, in which we spent time with Carry On Behind and explain what the whole series is about.
Yeah, so we don't want to do that again, do we?
No, not really. No, it's deja vu, almost.
And there's not really much explanation you can do, really, is there?
Oh, I think we managed quite well.
Well, you give us time, I'm sure we can pull that string on anything, really, can't we?
That is true. I've seen you do some serious string pulling.
I bet you have. Yeah, hang on a minute, what?
This one stars Sid James as Bill Boozy. It's funny, I just said that I'm watching you drink a beer.
Well, I knew you were doing the talking bit, so I thought you don't need me for this. So.
Okay. Charles Hart as Walter Bagley, also known as King Tonka. Oh,
King Tonka.
No miming for that one. Okay.
But what? Miming?
We mimed the beer drinking for Bill Boozy, but nothing for Tonka.
Well, I wouldn't know what to do. What could I do for that?
That's true, you wouldn't. Joan Sims as Lady Evelyn Bagley. Kenneth Connor as Claude Chumley. Bernard Breslau as Upsy Daisy. And I guess we're going to have a discussion about that one.
Yeah, it's a bit of a touchy one, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
We get into why when we get there, but...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Terry Scott as Ugg, the Jungle Boy, also known as Cecil Bagley. And the gorgeous Jackie Piper as June.
You like her a bit, don't you?
Little bit. And the equally splendid Valerie Leon as Leader.
Oh, no, I like her, yeah.
Finally, we have Frankie Howard as Professor Inigo Tinkle in his second and last appearance in the Carry On series, which I find surprising. There was only 2.
Yeah, he could have done more, couldn't he? I mean, he fits right in with the cast.
Yeah, he just slips right in there.
Oh, is that what we're going to do? Are we going to do that, are we? I wonder which one of us was going to be the first. Don't spit your drink out.
Well, I don't like being sloppy seconds.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you don't spit, you swallow.
Right,
Colin.
But in this cast, we're missing a couple of important Carry On regulars, like Kenneth Williams.
And he's a big miss as well, isn't he?
Absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he was busy writing the screenplays for the Kenneth Williams show.
He was, yeah. So he couldn't do because they wanted him to play the professor role, didn't they? And he couldn't do it because he was working on his own TV show. And then they offered him the part of Tonka, and he didn't take that because it wasn't big enough.
Yeah, he likes her.
Nothing.
No,
nothing.
No, nothing. It's also missing Barbara Windsor and Hattie Jakes.
Again, core members that when they're really not in these movies, you really feel it, don't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ugg was originally supposed to be played by Jim Dale, but Dale, who at this point had been the romantic lead or even a comedic lead of a number of Carry On films, he wasn't impressed by the grunting character of Ugg, so he didn't want to appear. Yeah,
apparently IMDb says that he didn't like the limitations of the character. But, I mean, he's playing a Jungle Boy in a Carry On movie. What does he expect?
I think he didn't want to play a Jungle Boy in a Carry On movie.
It's no worse than things he's done before. Carry On.
Like it's been the romantic and the comedic lead in a number of them up to that point. So he was moving into the top position for the Carry On films. He was the youngest member of the cast. So I guess he felt this was pointless for him, especially as he was moving into the theatre with Laurence Olivier's company.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah, how did that work out for him?
Pretty well. He went on to win Tony on Broadway. He did a number of shows on Broadway. He also is the voice of the Harry Potter book in the USA.
Yeah, I wasn't being sarcastic. I was genuinely asking.
I thought you'd been sarcastic. No, he's won a number of awards in the theatre, which is what his thing is now.
He's remembered for Carry On, though, isn't he?
He is. He did a one-man show as well for a while, which also won awards, I believe.
Oh, so I'm guessing not playing the Jungle Boy helped.
Yeah, I'm guessing it did, yeah. And this was the 8th most popular film in the UK in 1970.
God, those 70s must have been grim, eh? What was going on then?
Yeah, right. What was 9 and 10?
I bet they were Carry On movies as well.
The way they were churning them out, it wouldn't surprise me if there was 2 in the same year.
Yeah. I mean, wasn't the early 70s the time of lots of strikes and power cuts and stuff going on in England at that time?
Yeah, you think maybe it just cheered them up?
It's a bit of relief, isn't it? A bit of light relief.
Yeah, a bit of quick relief. You're right. The plot, such as it is...
Go on. Knock it out, Colin.
A British professor and his safari find cannibals and a tribe of wild women looking for mates.
Mates?
Yeah, buddies,
Pals.
friends, pals. Comprandes? What's a comprande? It's like a very Spanish prawn. I don't know what I meant.
I was thinking I'll take out one of them today, actually.
So I'm hungry now.
You fancy a bit of prawn?
Yeah. The film is clearly a parody of the Tarzan stories and Hammer's Cave Girl series.
Yeah, apparently they wanted to call it Carry On Tarzan, but they couldn't get the rights.
Yeah.
I don't think Peter Rogers' wallet opened that far, to be honest.
I can't imagine he even attempted to open it. He's just taking out the pennies from his little purse, covered in dust and cobwebs.
I'm sure he had one of those, those big jars that you used to have as a kid where you put all your pennies in. I'm sure he had one of those knocking around.
Do you think that was payday on a Carry On film? You just bring that out and just stand with the cat hands.
Get in line.
Yeah, come on.
He's a 1, 2, 3.
3? Well, you're being generous.
Well, it was the 70s. They had halfpence, didn't they? So.
That's true. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before we get into the film, let's listen to the trailer.
What up, Sir Davy? What do those drums say?
They say, boom diddy boom boom boom.
Yes, they're at it again. Those crazy carry-on characters are running amok all over Africa.
What is it? Why have we stopped? See all that? Elephants. Well, I didn't think it was ours.
It's a riotous carry-on up the jungle, where the big game for the great white hunters is hands, knees, and bumps a daisy.
Evelyn.
Peter Rogers and Gerald Thomas guarantee the funniest safari that has ever been disorganized.
Excuse me.
In Carry On Up the Jungle, with Frankie Howard as Inigo Tinkle, Sidney James as Bill Boozy, Joan Sims as Lady Evelyn Bagley.
I never get tired of listening to the strange noises.
Must you do that always? You emit air in that disgusting fashion.
Better than sneaking it out in other ways, isn't it?
Kenneth Connor as Claude Chumley, Terry Scott as Jungle Boy, Charles Hawtrey as the Mighty Tonka,
Walter!
Oh, my God, it's the one.
Bernard Bresslaw as Upset Daisy,
Look, there he goes. There he's gone.
Did I get him?
No, boss. You aim good, but him in the wrong place.
and introducing
Kiss.
Jackie Piper as Pretty Miss Jane.
Kiss.
It's eyes down and look in for the noshers, because bingo, they're frying tonight.
Do they just drop us into boiling water?
Oh, no. Nothing as barbaric as that. They just drain all the blood out of us first.
That's all we need. Kosher noshers.
rabbits out of the frying pan into the fire of desire for the man-hungry lovey-dovey's.
They will do. Untie them. Behold, your mates.
I'm you. Who chose that lot?
Carry on up the jungle if you can. And if you can't, then...
So that was a fun trailer.
Well, it told you everything you needed to know, didn't it?
Yeah, there's lots of... Well, you don't get the visual gags, but a lot of audio.
You get the...
That's all you need.
That's all you need in any carry-on movie, isn't it?
Yeah. So we begin the film with the rank organisation gong.
Yeah, it's a rank movie.
It is indeed.
You know, I'll sell it every time we do one.
You will.
Mm-hmm.
And very crazy jungle sounds with sort of a tune going on. I mean, it's a bit of a mess, right? It's one of the worst I've ever heard.
I think we could do this ourselves. A few pots and pans and...
I pity the poor listeners because I'm going to put it on the beginning of the podcast. In fact, it may even be playing background right now.
Well, as long as they download it, they've downloaded it.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
They switch off at that point. It doesn't matter.
Money's in the slot.
Yes, sir. Said the vicar to the nun.
All right. Yeah. So it's terrible music. And now, of course, we get a shot of a jungle, sort of a jungle, kind of a jungle. I guess it's a jungle. It's a lot of plastic plants. Let's be honest.
It's jungle-ish. You know,
It's
they
jungle-ish, yeah.
didn't. Apparently, they just went out and bought a load of plastic potted plants, didn't they?
And they kept melting in the heat of the studio lights.
You couldn't make that up, could you?
We get the lyric in the music, umpa umpa, stick it up your jumper.
Classic. I think we used to sing that at school, didn't we?
I believe you did all the time.
Yeah, but what was I sticking up there?
Let's not go into that. Still within the limits of criminal prosecution.
You know, they've never caught me yet.
So we have bright coloured blocks around the credits.
Mm-hmm. With alternative titles, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Would you like me to say what they are?
Go on then. Go for it.
You obviously haven't written them down, have you?
No.
We get the title, Carry On Up the Jungle, and then or The African's Queens. Not great, is it? It's not great. Or
no.
Stop Beating Around the Bush.
Pretty good.
Bushes were a thing in the 70s, weren't they?
Yeah.
Whoa! I'll take that as a yes. You're a Bush fan, are you?
Love their music.
Yeah, very good. And the last one is, which is the one that I like the most, is show me your water hole and I'll show you mine.
Excellent.
Apparently there were alternatives that they didn't use. Would you like to know what some of those are?
No.
All right.
No, go on.
They considered using the Lust Continent.
I kind of like that one.
Or another one was don't shoot till you see the whites of their thighs.
I'm not keen on that one.
No, it's a bit much, isn't
Especially
it?
if you stick the carry on bit in front of it.
Yeah. I can't see that one working.
No.
But,
So we open on Royal Bird Watching Society. Professor Inigo Tinkle, Frankie Howard, is giving a talk about his last expedition. And as he begins, we then go into a flashback to the events, and the whole film is a flashback.
It is, but the first thing that popped into my head when I saw this, particularly this lecture, is very reminiscent of the other Carry On movie that we did, Carry On Behind. That opened the same way, didn't it?
Yes, it did, and I felt the same thing too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, great minds.
Yeah. So now we're in the jungle, and the character we meet is Upsy, played by Bernard Resler. All right, let's get this out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard is blacking up.
That's the only way that you can put it, really, isn't it? Yeah. Which is, I'm not saying it's fine. It's never fine, but it kind of draws attention to it even more because all the other natives are actually persons of colour.
Yeah.
Around him.
Yeah. And I believe he learnt Swahili for this film, which was completely pointless because all the other actors natives were from the Caribbean, didn't speak a word of Swahili.
Yeah, apparently they just looked at him blankly, didn't they? They didn't have a clue what he was talking about.
No. No.
Apparently Sid James was impressed, though, wasn't he?
That's right, because he was born in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But and he also does a comedy accent, too.
Yeah, I think he's kind of... It's like a Jamaican accent that he's doing, isn't it?
It travels the globe.
It is quite strange when you think about the fact that... I mean, Bernard Bresslaw was one of the most intelligent people in the whole cast, really, wasn't he? Mm-hmm. He was very, very learned, and one of the few people that actually got along with Kenneth Williams. Right.
But I guess it's his size that made him always play the slightly...
Yeah, he was either the heavy or the Dumbo, wasn't he, basically?
Yeah. So it's not a great character, even though for most of the film it appears to be he's more intelligent than everybody else. Well, at least clued in to what's going on.
That is the whole thing with the natives, though. They kind of look at all the white people, don't they? Like, these guys are all nuts.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Still, as you said, doesn't excuse it though.
Doesn't, no.
So the group have to make a detour because of elephant drop-ins, because that means there's elephants and it's too dangerous to go across. So we meet Bill Boozy, he's a safari leader, and he suggests they make camp.
He does. Mm-hmm. And
don't mean he puts a dress on or anything like that. I mean, they put up tents.
No, that's later, isn't it? When Charles Hawtrey turns up.
That's right. So we meet Lady Bagley, played by Joan Sims, and her assistant, June.
Mm-hmm.
And Claude Chumley, who is the photographer.
I thought we'd lost you again then
No,
for a second.
No, I'm still here.
Okay. Yep.
Lady Bagley wants a handkerchief to protect her from the smell of the elephant dung. Chumley says she's dropped one. I beg your pardon? But Chumley picks up a fallen handkerchief.
It's a good gag.
There are some great lines in this opening.
Yeah, I mean, there's not many good gags. I mean, we're kind of jumping the gun towards the end, but there aren't a lot of good gags in this one, is there?
Right. They're not as fast as furious as the earlier films.
No.
For some reason, to quote the title of another series of films, has got nothing to do with Carry On. The Fast and the Furious.
Oh,
just like the Fast and the Furious.
There's going to be some very disappointed people out there. Where's The Rock?
Kenneth Williams is a cop who teams with a...
Are we going to recast it?
No. But I'd watch it.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I can see Sid James in that Jason Statham role.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's perfect for it. Yeah.
So Professor Tinkle is very uppity, and Bill Boozy, the safari group leader, trips him up into the elephant poop, and we get an early indication that there's a class distinction between the Professor and Boozy.
There's a lot of that in this, isn't there? There's a lot of class jokes and...
There is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're a little...
On the nose?
Yeah, to touch. Compared to a Carry On film, a little more subtle about it and sophisticated. This one's like a shovel in the face.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, once the camp has been set up, June asks Boozy if her ladyship can take a shower. He tells Upsy-Daisy to prepare it. And as Lady Bagley exits her tent in her bathing gown, Boozy makes a Sid James noise.
Whoa.
Wow. Ghost Sid James then.
Did you like that? It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. Do you think that's what his ghost would instead of like boo?
I would hope so.
You would.
I'd be disappointed if he didn't.
You would, yeah.
It's like Kenneth Williams' ghost. You'd be disappointed if it wasn't. I don't know what that was.
I don't know what that was. That was like someone who just had a cold thermometer inserted.
I'm sure he did many a time.
Yeah, probably. She enters a hut, ladies, and is chased out by, well, a gorilla.
Well, it's gorilla-ish.
Yeah, a gorilla-ish in the jungle-ish.
So, it fits perfectly then, doesn't it?
Because it's a very bad gorilla suit, and it's all speeded up.
It is speeded up, yeah. I mean, you can take it in a Carry On movie, though, can't you? That was a gag.
Oh, trust me, I know it wasn't.
Ooh.
Was that on motorbike? So Boozy takes a shot, misses and knocks Chumley's hat off.
Yes.
Yeah. Across the jungle, Ugg, the jungle boy, Terry Scott, sucking his gut in dramatically.
He's a fine figure of a man, isn't he?
Only in certain shots.
Yeah, the amount of technique it must have taken to hold that gut in for as much as he did.
Yeah, a lot of training, stunt work.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a stunt gut.
He's a what?
Stunt gut.
Stunt gut. All right. Try saying that when you've had a few.
So he hears the gunshots, he swings from his treehouse and collides with a tree, and throughout the film we get different comedic ways that Ugg screws up his vine swinging.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that Jaws of the Jungle ripped this off a few years later.
Jaws in the jungle.
Jaws of the Jungle. Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it? Big shark swinging in the trees.
That'd be a brilliant film. I'd pay to see that one. It's just swinging through. Oh no, you'd see vines and leaves just rustle slightly as the music was going. Dun. No one would know. And then you'd see like a fin above a bush just moving around. Right?
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. Okay.
Cage goes in the jungle.
Yeah.
Jungle. Shark in the jungle.
I like it.
Write it, along with all the other films that you're writing.
Okay. But the safari makes their way through the trees and we see stock footage of a lion. Boozy shoots, but misses. Did I get him? No, you aim good, but he in the wrong place, says Upseasy. Lady Bagley attempts her shower.
Is this a shower? Oh, right, okay.
In his tent, Professor Tinkle is complaining about not seeing any birds. Meanwhile, his photographer Chumley is peeping at Lady Bagley as she has a shower.
That's right, and there's a terrible gag. He says, you don't find golden crested tits in Africa. The occasional black one, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you go, oh.
Professor Tinkle.
There's a lot of sign in this movie, isn't there?
Yeah, more than usual.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Tinkle says that Chumley is fixated by something, so he has a look. Upon seeing Lady Bagley, he sends Chumley out to go and search for real birds. Meanwhile, he tries to find something to take to Lady Bagley as a romantic gift, but all he finds is a bottle of ointment that removes stiffness. Well, that'll do the job, he says, and takes a swig.
Now, have you used this?
Have I used what? The ointment?
Yes.
I didn't know it existed.
You should look into it.
I will.
No. Well, you're getting old, it's the arthritis.
Oh, I see where you're going with this. Okay. Anyway. Chumley has climbed a tree overlooking Lady Bagley's shower, or rather, Joan Sims' body double.
Yes, she does waver a lot in this movie, doesn't she, from scene to scene?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Boozy returns to the camp without a kill. One of the natives with him has fainted, and Boozy suggests opening a can of corned beef.
Yes, and what's the significance of the corned beef again?
Boozy is not the hunter he pretends to be, so all the crates that are marked ammunition either contained canned food or bottles of booze.
Ah, so he's using the corned beef as a substitute for not actually bagging
anything. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't get that. Thank you for explaining it to me, Colin.
You're welcome.
When you're getting baffled by a carry-on movie, maybe it's time to stop.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe you was just looking for some kind of racist angle about it. And it was totally innocent.
Yeah, I was on the warpath. I was like, oh, this is getting my...
Are you allowed to say warpath?
Oh, I knew... I really did mean it like that.
Boozy sees Lady Bagley showering, and we get a gag that's similar to the desk lamp in Behind, only this time it's his shotgun that rises.
Yes, its shotgun gets an erection.
Yeah, which makes more sense than a lamp doing it, really, because, a gun fires off. Lamps don't tend to fire off.
This is true, and, I mean, a gun is more phallic, isn't it?
Well, you cock a gun.
Oh, yeah.
You don't cock a lamp unless you're really desperate.
Yeah.
You're like, well, that pick a lamp is kind of say.
Ooh, look at her.
Look at the bulbs.
Look at the shade on that.
Yeah, see? All right, so now we've thrown the light on your personal issues.
Oh, was that a pun?
No.
Oh,
Just let
we're
it...
not doing. Are we doing puns now? Have we sunk that low?
Oh, we were there a long time ago.
Oh, this doesn't bode well for season 2, does it?
No. June approaches with fresh water, which Boozy takes from her. He goes to where Lady Bagley is showering and pours the water over her back. She does not know him and thinks it's June.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether this is creepy or Shakespearean in its idea of misidentity.
I'd go creepy.
Okay, let's go creepy. Oh, you're already there. Meanwhile, Chumley's sitting on a branch with his binoculars watching, but doesn't realise a gorilla is approaching him.
Yes, he gets some company, doesn't he?
The gorilla sits next to him.
Mm-hmm.
And realise, everybody, that when we say gorilla, there are giant inverted commas around this gorilla term.
Yeah, and those inverted commas get worse every time you see that gorilla, don't they?
Yes. Down below, Lady Bagley asks for a towel, which Boozy fetches, but he looks over the canvas down at her, then he shrugs and throws the towel over her head and leaves. So here I'm baffled by a carry-on film. What's going on?
Well, I'm guessing that she's not the lady that he thought that she was up close.
But he tries it on with her later.
But she's got clothes on then.
Oh, that's the deal.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, you think about it. You've been watching her from afar, and all you've been getting a good look at is the body double.
Right.
When you actually see her up close, and she's a bit more, shall we say,
Robust.
robust. That's a good word. Yeah.
Thanks.
He's like, I don't think so, but he's Sid. He'll take. He'll have a go. Don't look at me like that. You can see me floundering.
I just think it's kind of demeaning to her. Not just
it is, absolutely.
Not just as a character, but as an actress as well.
But in this movie,
yeah,
really?
I suppose. What am I expecting? Okay. Up in the trees, Chumley unknowingly hands the binoculars to the gorilla. When he asks for them back, he realises, oh, it's not a man, and he faints, falling off the tree.
Yeah. There's not really a lot you could say about that, really, is there?
No. Now it's night time, and Boo's opening a crate of drink.
Mm-hmm.
Lady Bagley approaches him. Bagley thanks him for saving her from the gorilla. Boozy now shows her what the gorilla would have done by hugging her from behind and reaching around her and squeezing her tightly in a move that can only be described as 70s BBC maneuver.
Very good.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, let's face it. This was 1970s England. I would imagine there's a lot of that going on.
Apparently there was. We're learning now.
A lot of it going on now as well.
That's true. Professor Tinkle walks over to them, disturbing them, and Boozy leaves. Now, Professor Tinkle badmouths Boozy to Lady Bagley, but it's actually making her more interested in him, because Tinkle points out how common and rough Boozy is, and he's only after one thing.
Mm-hmm. More class jokes.
Yeah, she kind of likes that, but we also see that it's obvious the difference between Boozy and Tinkle not that great, because let's face it, he's only after one thing too.
Yeah, even the strange thing about Carry On movies is that even when those characters are camp, they're still, they can still be playing those romantic leads, or they can still be, lusting after women as well as being camp, and all the jokes that go along with being camp.
Yeah.
It's seaside postcard camp. It's not taken seriously. It's like, right. It's that terrible 70s thing, isn't it? I think of, they're all right because they're funny.
Right. Yeah, it makes them acceptable.
Yeah.
In the eyes of the audience at that time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as evening draws in, dinner is served. Boozy talks about how he killed the lion for dinner, which he didn't. The lion was with his mate. Very dangerous to disturb them when they're mating. Oh, did they charge? Oh, they do it for love.
It's a good line.
It is. Professor Tinkle talks about the rare birds he's seen when a Tarzan call shatters the night air. The professor asks, what Yeah. Because he's drunk. No, the professor...
He is, really.
The professor asks, what is that? Boozy says it's probably a hyena and says, let's have some fun with it. He gives the call back. Ugg, hearing the response, excitedly returns his call. Then Boozy blows a... Which confused Ugg.
Well, it would, wouldn't it? Confuse anybody.
Yeah, confused me.
We spent a lot of time in this film being confused. Have you noticed?
Yes.
That doesn't bode well either, does it?
Not for us. Lady Bagley reveals why she's on the safari. She is looking for her lost son. One morning, when they were out in the jungle, her husband was walking with her child when they vanished. All that was found was her husband's wristwatch in a dead crocodile's mouth and an empty nappy.
An empty nappy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And as she's talking, Ugg peers through the bushes and stares at Lady Bagley's heaving chest. Now, is he looking at her chest because it doesn't match his own, because he's never seen a woman before? Or is he remembering her chest? After all, he was her baby.
I would go for the second choice because, let's face it, you say it doesn't resemble his own, but...
It's close enough.
Doesn't it? It's close enough, isn't it?
All right, so fine. Right.
He has got some moves going on, let's say.
Right. He then makes his way back into the jungle. Unknown to anybody, some natives are also watching the dinner proceedings and they're kind of amused by them. Something slides up Lady Bagley's leg. She faces one of the men trying it on, and she's not bothered by this. She seems to be excited by it. Is it Tinkle?
Yeah, there's a line, isn't there? Oh, what's up with her? I don't know, but it's rubbing her up the wrong way.
Yeah, there is. Because at first she thinks it's Tinkle, then she thinks it's Boozy, and she smiles at them. And then when she realises it might be Chumley, it horrifies her. She stands up and realises it's not any of them, it's a snake. She runs away screaming.
So she's definitely not interested in Ken Connor's character at all, is she?
Right. Although they've not had much interaction, so I'm not sure what's put her off.
I'm thinking maybe it's because it's that class thing again. I mean, he's clearly the poshest one out of all of them, isn't he?
Okay.
You got Sid, who's supposed to be working class common.
Right.
You've got Frankie's character, who's got, pretensions of being upper middle class, but he's obviously not.
Right.
I think Ken Connor's character is the only one who is upper class, and she wants a bit of rough.
Interesting observation.
See, I can do serious commentary on things.
Yeah.
Carry on, movie.
Strange choice, but nice to hear. Next morning, we get a short sequence of Ugg swinging through a vine and then swinging back with the gorilla.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any funnier, does it?
No, it doesn't. A safari group make their way through the jungle, still watched by the natives.
And watched by some stock footage of elephants.
That's true. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't match in color grading or anything.
It doesn't.
It's not even in a jungle.
Yeah, they're surrounded by plants, and these elephants are running across open plains.
Yeah, absolutely. Professor Tinkle and Lady Bagley talk about snakes. She asks him what the green ones are called. He says, "Oh, those are vipers." She asks him what about the ones that swing left to right, and he says, "Oh, that's the windscreen viper." It's odd. I find that scene odd because a lot of carry-on films, the jokes are usually like boom, 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 boom. That one, there's the whole section of that scene is to build up that one joke.
It is, isn't it? It's all constructed for that joke.
Yeah, which is, and it's not really that funny.
I have to say, at this point in the film, it did occur to me that Joan Sims is giving a very good performance. I mean, she really sells it all, I think.
Oh, okay.
For me, she's up there with Sid in this movie, I think.
Okay.
I mean, Frankie's just doing Frankie. Yeah.
No one else has got decent roles to really do it with.
No, I mean, there's not a lot to work with, is there?
No. They hear drums, and the natives refuse to carry the supplies anymore because the drums belong to a fearsome tribe called the Noshers.
The Noshers.
They make camp. Boosie's opening another bottle. The drums finally cease. Chumley's going to do some bird spotting, and June finds a pond to swim in. She takes her dress off.
It's an impressive set, this, isn't it? The waterfall, not...
Oh,
I didn't mean it's an impressive set, you know.
I was like, yeah, I like her.
Oh. It is the best set in the movie, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, it is.
The waterfall set.
Yeah.
Although that sand looks a bit radioactive. It's very orange, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been sunny.
Oh, is that it? Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. In a tree, Ugg observes her. He swings on a vine to her, but misses and lands in the water. Luckily, June rescues him. He doesn't speak English, just grunts. June tries to teach him some basic words.
That's right.
She tries to teach him the difference between men and women. Then about swimming, she takes more clothes off and gets into the pond. Ugg joins her. I'm not saying she's easy, but...
Well, you know, she's a typical Victorian woman. I mean, she doesn't, you know, probably
Repressed.
doesn't... What?
Repressed.
Repressed. I thought you said breasts.
You're just like, fixated.
I did like when she drew the diagrams in the sand.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was quite funny, yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. But he does pick up English quite quickly.
He does. He's very good, isn't he?
Yeah.
For someone who's lived in the jungle since he was a baby.
Absolutely. Chumley, still out birdwatching, a fantastic nest high in a tree and climbs up. In the nest is a big feather. He excitedly removes it. Meanwhile, below, June and Og are rolling around in the sand and kissing. She tells him to come here at night and they will meet up. And she draws a moon, which for some reason he instantly understands that it's a moon and what it means. Quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Chumley runs back to the camp with his feather, and it's apparently the tale of the fabled Uzlan bird.
It's a real bird, apparently.
Only a feather remains because the bird has vanished up its backside, which is suggested by Boozy.
Yes, and I didn't. Again, this was a gag that baffled me. I didn't understand the whole disappearing up the backside gag.
Well, isn't it a phrase to disappear up your own backside?
Yeah, but why is it relevant to the bird?
Because there's only the tail feather left, so Sid James makes the joke that it's disappeared up its own backside.
But it's not funny.
Come
That's
on.
why I didn't realise it was a joke.
Oh, you laughed.
I laughed more at Terry Scott saying, "Here, nighttime, bang."
Okay.
Maybe that's just me.
That's just you.
Yeah.
All you need. Lady Bagley comes screaming through the jungle as a strange native poked a bum with a spear.
Mm-hmm.
Then one of the safari natives arrives with a big spear sticking out of his back, and there's a note attached. If found, please return to Nosha tribe.
And doesn't Sid say he's dead? And Frankie says, "Oh, I do hope it's nothing serious."
He does, yeah.
There's also a better gag beforehand where when Joan Sims comes out complaining that she's been poked by a spear, Frankie Howard says, "Hey, oh, he's so mad. If only I had a gun." So Sid gives him one and he snaps it over his knee.
Yes. That's good.
That was a good one. Yeah.
And then scared, the rest of the safari's natives run away.
Mm-hmm.
So now night falls, and Ugg is preparing to meet June.
Just in his hairpiece, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's what?
His hairpiece.
He can't get diseases. There's no one to sleep with.
He's adjusting his hairpiece.
He hasn't got herpes. What's he talking about?
Not yet.
No, he will have.
Well, she is a Victorian woman,
Yeah.
so... Oh, that sounded no. I just meant that it was quite prevalent at that time.
Is this
wasn't
research you've done?
Everyone knows that, don't they?
I'm not sure about that.
No, I remember. I know, I've got evidence. No, hang on.
Wait, are you a time traveller?
No. No, I'll tell you how I know this stuff, right?
Right.
It's a little aside for the listeners. I remember quite a few years ago now, I was in Blackpool at the Madame Tussauds. Oh, actually, it was Louis Tussauds. He's the
Louis Tussauds? Is that like what the hell? Is that like their nephew?
I think
Is
so.
that their
I think it was
rip-off?
actually. And at the end of the amazing, experience, they had a waxwork. How can I put it? A waxwork exhibition of venereal disease.
Really?
Yes, and it was all wax doings with in various states of disrepair.
How is this entertaining for anybody?
Kids were going through it with their families and everything.
Okay.
Oh, look, Mummy, look at that.
Oh, look, VD.
One's bigger than the other. How did that happen?
All right. Well, thanks for that, Ari.
Yeah, and I remember reading a lot of the information about it, and it talks about Victorian era and how syphilis was quite prevalent back then.
Victorian era venereal diseases are your specialist subject, I believe.
Yes, I'm good.
You're going on Mastermind? And today we have Paul Wood from Reading, who will be doing venereal diseases of the Victorian age. And you're started for 10.
Pass. Can I pass on the venereal disease? Back to the movie.
Back to the movie. So they're all creeping out of the tents. Chumley leaves, watched by Boozy, and Chumley's going for a pee. Then Lady Bagley leaves, and June leaves to meet Ugg, but is met by Boozy on the way. And she pretends that she's going to look for her clothes left by the pond. Boozy says he'll walk with her because it's not safe. In the jungle, she sees somebody moving among leaves and grabs the person. Turns out to be Lady Bag. At first, he's apologetic, but then he says he loves her and gets a little rapey.
Just a little bit, yeah.
So she refuses to let it go, and she pushes him away. And then thankfully Tinkle turns up and separates them and tells Chumley to go back to his tent.
Mm-hmm. And then they have a chat, don't they?
They do, yes. Meanwhile, June and Boozy reach the water, but there's no Ugg waiting and no clothes, so they go back to the camp. But Ugg was walking through the bushes, and now he's free.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the camp, Lady Bagley's flirting with Professor Tinkle.
Yes, she's talking about how she'd feel much better with a strong, fearless man sleeping beside her, to which Frankie says, "Oh, I agree, but where will we find one out here?"
Nice.
Mm.
Boozy escorts June back to a tent. He tells Upsy-Daisy to keep his eyes open, and then goes back to his own tent. Upsy-Daisy instantly falls asleep.
And I did like when they were suggesting to each other that he'd come and visit her in the night. And she said to him, "Oh, you'd have to be very circumspect." And he says, "Oh, I was as a baby."
Nice. Again.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
The gorilla sneaks into June's tent. Now she thinks it's Ugg.
Yeah, a bit of bestiality coming on.
Mm-hmm. Ugg enters the camp and tries to find June's tent, but he mistakenly enters Lady Bagley's. And at first she thinks it's the professor. But then she turns on the light. She realizes it's not. But kinda doesn't really mind.
So we've got bestiality and incest going on in the same movie.
We have indeed. Who knew?
Well, you don't see that. You don't see that very often, do you?
Nope.
I'm glad you said nope.
June turns the light on in her tent and sees the gorilla. She runs out screaming, and she runs to Boozy's tent. He thinks it's his lucky night, and she faints. "Don't faint now, faint later," he says.
Yeah, wait till after.
Yeah.
All right.
Back at Lady Bagley's tent, Ugg tries to leave while Lady Bagley's holding his underwear. They rip off, and Ugg runs into the tunnel. Lady Bagley looks at her and recognizes I have a clean, shiny, and modern 20-year-old safety pin.
It is. It's a bit new, isn't it?
Just a touch, yes.
Mm-hmm. But, in 1970, who was ever going to watch this more than once?
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And who was sitting there, sad enough to be watching it intently and go, "Ooh, that safety pin's never been in the jungle for 20 years. Only a sad loser would say that."
It would, Colin.
Yeah. Ugg must be her long-lost baby boy, all grown up. She runs out after him, but she can't find him. Runs into Boozy's tent and faints.
Yes.
Unaware what's going on, Professor Tinkle gets out of bed and goes to Lady Bagley's tent. Chumley follows. Chumley is annoyed that Tinkle is with Lady Bagley, and for some reason now thinks he can get it on with June and enters her tent.
It's all going on here, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow, that sounded like the kind of catchphrase slogan for a trade for a 70s British. Ooh, it's all on here.
I've missed my calling. I was born at the wrong era.
You did, definitely.
10 years earlier and I'd have been all right.
Yeah. Tinkle gets into bed with Lady Bagley. He starts to caress her, and then notices, how hairy she is. When he puts the light on, he realizes it's a gorilla. Meanwhile, Chumley discovers that he's not in bed with June, but he's really in bed with Ugg. They all scream and run out the tents.
Now, this is classic British comedy, isn't it?
It is.
That's at its finest. Yeah. Did you notice when the gorilla came running out of the tent that they hadn't even bothered blacking his eyes up this time?
No, I didn't.
You can literally see just the normal skin underneath the mask around the actor's eyes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Maybe they ran out of shoe polish. They were all using it all up in a Breslau, weren't they?
Maybe. It's the second film I've seen recently with a person in a gorilla suit and they forgot to do the eyes.
Oh, what was the other one?
Oh, no, it wasn't a gorilla. It was Batman and Robin. It's when Batman is looking over Mr. Freeze at the end.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do the black of his eyes underneath further enough down so you could see the white of his skin. And then when it cut back to it, they'd done it. So it must have been a later take. They'd remembered to do it.
Wait, you watched Batman and Robin and that was the one thing that bothered you about the movie?
That's right. The rest of it was just Oscar winning.
Wow.
Best Batman film ever.
Well, that's something, isn't it?
So the next morning, the drums are sounding again and Boozy wants to leave. Lady Bagley wants to stay and find her son. But there are many noshers coming. Boozy has a plan to dig a ditch and cover it with leaves so the natives will fall in. As the noshers approach the camp, Hug tries to stop them, but is left out because he's now wearing June's frilly knickers.
Yeah, and we get some speeded up digging, don't we?
We do, and they continue to dig in, and they dig in, and then they stop when they've dug a really deep hole, only to realise that they're at the bottom of it and can't get out. They've trapped themselves, and the hole is surrounded by the noshers.
It's just every time you say it just makes me smile.
They are taken to the noshers' camp. A pot is boiling. They're going to be eaten. Boozy tries to convince them that Professor Tinkle can perform magic and should be let free. A lie later used in Return of the Jedi.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. Do you think George was a Carry On fan?
Huge Carry On Up the Jungle fan in particular. I think Return of the Jedi is just a remake of Carry On Up the Jungle.
Oh, what Kenneth Williams, C-3PO could be, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Although he's not in this movie.
Oh, nice. Well done.
I thought I'd better say it before you say it.
Maybe he was thinking, George Lucas was hoping that he'd been in Carry On Up the Jungle and decided to put him in Return of the Jedi.
Well, I mean, you could argue that whole C-3PO performance that Anthony Daniels does is it's very Kenneth Williams-like, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what was Kenny Baker doing then? Sort of rocking backwards and forwards.
Yeah.
That's about it, wasn't it?
That's about it, right?
Is that too soon? Now you're thinking, do I cut this out or do I not cut this out?
You said it. I'll leave it in.
I've met the guy who's an arsehole.
Tinkle's pocket clock sounds, and this impresses the natives. He's just about to free them, but Ugg comes swinging in and knocks over the pot. Ugg manages to rescue June, but nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
This upsets the natives, and they tie the others back up. Did they just boil us and eat us? Asks Lady Bagley. No, they'll drain all the blood out of us first. Oh, just what we need, says Professor Tinkle. Kosher noshers.
Kosher noshers. And when we talk about certain lines are delivered a certain way, they're not particularly funny lines, but it's the delivery that makes them funny.
Right.
That's one of them, and Sid's very good at that because he has another one in a minute where the guy comes out, the guy with the head dress on, and he's got a big knife and he's sharpening it, and Sid just says, "Oh, there he is, the head chef."
Yeah.
And for some reason that just makes me laugh.
As they're being prepared, a tribe of only women storm the camp and scare the natives away, and the group are led by leader Valerie Leon, and they're called the Lubby Dubbies.
Well, they would be, wouldn't they?
They would.
And when she shoots the darts into the chief, Sid says double top.
The men will be taken, At first, Boozy and the others are horrified, but then they learn that they're being taken to mate with the women, and they quickly became less horrified.
Now, these Amazonian women, they look very very English, don't they?
Yes, they do. They don't look like they've been living in the jungle for very long.
No, I mean, some of them are almost white, marble-esque white, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not a lot of sun, I don't think.
No.
But then again, maybe they've just been kept indoors all the time. We find out later because of all the hard work that they've been involved
maybe that's
in.
true, yeah. Never thought of that. Yeah. Good attention to detail by the film's producers.
It is. Peter Rogers was nothing if not detailed.
Yeah. The men are carried like kings to the village. Lady Bagley is forced to help carry Boozy, and she's not impressed. It's explained that no men in the village except for Tonka, the king. They bring him out, and up sits Tonka. It's Charles Hawtrey. Lady Bagley recognises him as a long-lost husband. "Oh God, it's the wife," says Tonka.
Yeah, and that's another one of those lines that's just tossed off, and it's funny, isn't it?
Yeah. She's horrified that he's been here all those years with all those women.
You would be, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. He explains what happens. Now, a flashback within a flashback.
Now, this is a questionable few moments here as well, isn't it?
It is. It turns out that he was captured by the Noshers while he was hunting butterflies. The butterfly net is in a rifle case, which I do like. Then he was rescued by the women of his tribe, and he's been there ever since. But what's your problem with the scene?
It's just the dialogue. Again, he's talking to the kid, and he realises that the kid's got a dirty nappy, and he says, "Oh, Mumsy Wumsy forgot to put you on the potty watty, didn't she, the stupid cow?" And then he says, "Daddy's going to have to give Mumsy Wumsy a smacksy waxy round the chopsy wopsies." That was all right in 1970, apparently. Yeah.
Of course, it is how your wife talks to you.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Okay.
I'm a modern man. I can deal with it.
All right. Lady Bagley tells him that she's seen their son, and she's upset and angry that he's never contacted her after all these years, or even tried to find out what has happened to the son.
Well, he's been busy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, June is teaching Og to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sex, he says. No, 6. Sex, says Og, and picks her up. June, in one of the few times the series has broken the fourth wall, looks at the camera and wonders, will they ever get to 7?
I didn't mind that moment. It was all right.
I kind of liked it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because June, she really brings the scene to life.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah. Back at the village, the men are being prepared for the mating ceremony. Each night, they get married and mate, and this happens every day, except they do get every other Sunday off.
I'm not saying anything.
But they're unaware that Lady Bagley has set down new laws, and that from now on Tonka has only one woman, her and nobody else. Boozy, Tinkle only are brought out. Tinkle sees that the villagers have a live fabled Oozlem bird, or a very bad puppet of one at least.
I told you it's a real thing.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not buying it, are you?
No. They're given the symbol of marriage, a ball and chain.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying anything about that.
Didn't think you would.
I'm not stupid. What are you talking about?
The new mates are revealed, and they are large, frightening women because Lady Bagley chose them.
And there's another great line as they pick them up and sling them over their shoulder. Frankie shouts, "Oh, put me on the dole!"
Yeah. June convinces Og that they should attempt to rescue the others. They swing through the trees, but a branch snaps and they crash, knocking Og out. Leader enters Tonka, back at the tribes people, back at the forest huts. I don't know what to say. So
He's disintegrating. This whole podcast is falling apart before my eyes.
Leader enters and Lady Bagley starts and tells him that Tonka is no longer king. Since Lady Bagley has arrived, he's become useless. He's without fire. Lady Bagley says her husband has never been what you would call a fireball. Tonka responds, "Well, you shouldn't be such a good extinguisher." Tonka is sent to join Boozy, Chumley and Tinkle, which sounds like a team of lawyers.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It could have been a spin-off.
Yeah. And we'll be representing Paul today for those numerous crimes he did as a young youth. Will be Boozy Chumley Tinkle.
Are we talking about that incident again?
Yeah, that incident again.
Yeah, we've discussed the incident before. We don't need to discuss it again.
Okay.
We don't need to put the people through that again.
No. At this
your
point,
disloyalty to me.
Yes. At this point, the men are exhausted with all the mating. The men are too tired to continue. They decide to go on strike. Down tools, in the words of Boozy. Chumley's freaking out. I've come to the end of my tether. You're lucky, says Tinkle. I can't even find mine.
Again, this is more class stuff, isn't it? I think strikes were probably a big thing in the 70s, unions and all that kind of stuff.
Good point, yes.
Until old Maggie put her boot down on top of it all.
Political.
We're doing political again. I know. Eh?
Yeah, it's always political of 40 years ago.
Well, what's the title of the show, Colin?
Two old men talk about shit.
It should be, really, shouldn't it? Load of old bollocks. And that's just the two blokes presenting it.
Luckily, Upsy Daisy turns up in disguise as one of the women. He's brought help, some colonial soldiers. And when I almost said colonial warriors, a totally different film.
I was thinking, Battlestar Galactica, they turn up in this, do they?
Yeah.
That'll be a turn up for the books, wouldn't it? I'm pretty sure Glenn A. Larson would be straight on that phone, wouldn't he?
Absolutely. And when Boozy gives a signal, they all attack the camp and rescue them. So now the three men are lined up for a new mating ritual. Up above, Uggy's also ready to rescue them. He will call for animal friends. Boozy, Tinkle and Chumley, their new mates are revealed. This time, they are beautiful. And the three men quickly decide, let's not give the signal. Ugg gives a cry.
That was very good.
Ugg gives a cry for his animals, which Upsy Daisy mistakes for the signal. The soldiers open fire. Boozy yells, No, what are you doing, you idiot? That wasn't the signal. They don't want to be rescued anymore. Ugg attracts a herd of elephants.
A herd of stock footage elephants.
Ah, yes, of course. The best kind.
Yes.
They're easy to train.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. And it's also a callback to the beginning of the safari, the film. Because we saw elephants, and they mentioned how dangerous they are. And that you can get trampled. What?
Do you think that's what they were going for? A callback to the beginning of the movie?
The tale ends and we're back at the professor's talk. He reveals that he has the Oozlum bird, but when the cover is pulled back, it's revealed to be empty. The bird really has vanished up its own ass.
Which again was lost on me until you explained it to me.
Right. And the Oozlum bird will make a reappearance in one of the Christmas specials as they have Oozlum instead of turkey.
Ooh, that's where it went then.
Yeah. Meanwhile in suburbia, Ugg returns home to his house with June. He's dressed in a suit, but not wearing shoes. Instead of going into the house, he climbs a tree house in the garden to find June waiting for him with a baby in her arms. And that's the end of Carry On Up the Jungle.
Finally! If only the listeners knew the things we've had to go through for this one.
Yeah, right. And give me your opinion of Carry On Up the Jungle.
It's crap.
All right. Thank you for listening. Bye.
I mean, it's really cheap, isn't it? It's probably one of the cheapest Carry On movies they ever made.
200,000 quid, I think.
Mm. And it just feels smaller than usual. The cast is smaller than usual.
Absolutely.
I mean, Frankie's good in it, and Sid's good, obviously. But there's a massive gaping hole, and it's Kenneth Williams. For me. And that could have put that a lot better than that, couldn't it?
Could, yeah, just a little, but that's fine.
But there is. I mean, there's no Kenny, there's no Hattie. You feel it, don't you?
Yeah.
It loses something. And then there's the whole racial and overtones to it that just don't sit right, do they? It kind of makes you feel, this is not, yeah. There's a few good lines, but it's nowhere near as witty as a lot of the other Carry On movies.
I agree.
It's a very flat script.
Yes.
So, I think for me, with a certain amount of hesitancy, because, I'm a big fan of Carry On movies.
Both love the series.
Yeah. But I don't think we could include this because it's just not up to spec, I don't think.
No. I think this is my least favourite Carry On film.
Really? Are you including Emmanuel and Columbus in that?
I don't really include them. They're not really Carry On films to me.
Okay, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's a conversation for another day, I guess.
What, when we do Carry On Columbus?
On your own, solo show.
I'll string it out over 50 episodes.
Good luck editing it.
Oh, yeah, right.
If you had to defend the series to somebody who claimed that the films were just about sex and rudeness and lewdness, then they'd not be a good one to use because it highlights some of the worst tropes of the series.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they're
There
all
is
here.
yeah, and like you said, there's some dubious racism, although it does seem Upsy-Daisy is the only sensible one in the group. It's still not great.
Mm-hmm.
There's some misogyny, but again, contradicting that, it's the female characters who are shown to be intelligent and in control, but it's still not, the scene with Charles Hartree is a little off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Totally agree with you at Mrs. Kenneth Williams and Hattie Jakes, and I just don't think the jokes flow as well as earlier ones.
No, it's forced. And do you think that maybe some of that is because you've got such a big personality in Frankie Howard in there, that maybe they concentrated more on his role?
It's possible. I mean, that was one of the reasons that they and ahed about giving him the job, was that they were worried that it was going to turn into the Frankie Howard show.
Yeah, that he'd overpower it, kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think the Carry On films never have big budgets, but they usually manage to make a little go a long way. Carry On Cowboy, Carry On Cleo. In this
look at the production values of something like Screaming.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. But this one, the small budget really affects the film because their intent was far greater than what they could achieve. It's Killer Studio fake trees. Well, go on.
No, it was when you said when their intent. Yeah, they were intense, and then I realised what you were. Yeah.
Okay. There's some fake trees, the stock footage, that terrible gorilla costume, and the fake bird. I think if you're not willing to spend the money, you really shouldn't try to open yourself in the setting.
No, you shouldn't. But again, I think maybe they looked at it as a quick one.
Yeah.
Don't we? Can...
Also,
when I say that, I just knew.
I'm not sure, as I don't have any hard statistics.
Ugh.
But I feel like this is the Carry On film that is shown the most on British television.
It is one of the ones that turns up a lot.
Yeah, I feel like every day it was on, and that's a shame because there are Carry On films that have a deep and more complex examination of class, gender, and history than this one.
Yeah, I think between this one and perhaps maybe the two 70s Doctor ones, those are the three that tend to turn up a lot.
Right.
Especially when we were kids, they were always on.
Yes.
It felt like they were always on.
It did. So for me, it's a miss.
That was a good start to the new series.
Yeah, great. Woohoo!
So tune in next week. Can only get better. What are we doing next week?
Clearly you've forgotten what we are doing. And so join us in our next episode of Retrospection, which will be our Halloween special, and we'll be looking at Jason X. Now, is it pronounced X or is it Jason 10?
I think we should call it Jason 10.
Jason 10? All right.
Jason 10.
Is that what people call it?
No, but I think that's what we should call it.
Okay, we're just going to call it that to confuse people. Okay, Good. That's what I like.
We're doing Jason 10.
Jason 10.
In our special spooky episode.
Okay.
Are you going to dress up for it?
Well, you did it this week. There's only so much pound of flesh I can see in a tutu before it starts to make me queasy.
But I put this on specially for you, Colin.
Yeah, I know. You can don't take it off.
I was going to say, all right, is it one of those shows? Is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's. So that's what we're doing. And you've seen this film before?
Yes, I own this film.
Okay.
That doesn't mean I'll include it.
Oh, no, that's fine.
We've done movies that I've owned before, and we haven't included them.
Yeah, I've never seen this before.
Oh, that'll be good for you.
First time watch for me.
I suggest you watch it more than once, just to get the full flavour.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not wrong.
Well, that was biting, wasn't it? I feel chastised now.
Good. So, you can send a message at retrospection@email.com. You can also find it at Retrospection, that twitting. You could also meet us on Facebook, and we also have a Spotify playlist that has all the themes and songs from all the films and TV shows that we've reviewed over the previous series. Probably not Carry On Up the Jungle, I would think.
I'll find something.
Good luck with that.
I did like when you said Twitter, then it came out to Twitter. That's very good.
Should I do it again?
Oh no, leave that in. It's good.
Technical problems. Don't you love them? Yeah, so that's it from us. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye, and join us next week. We'll be doing this show with 2 cans on a piece of string.
What's birds got to do with it?
What?
You know a bird is a toucan is a bird, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Ornithologist. Oh, I'm not surprised. I knew you were into your birds.
Who isn't? Well, that's the generalisation. 50% empty population. Well, no, that's even another so,
you want the shovel?
17, 30? Wait.